Yeah. Yeah. But listen to me. Babe, listen to me. Nothing can fix you, nor destroy you. It's always your choice whether you want to live or die. You want to live, then keep on living. Do what you got to do, no matter even if it costs you your life. Do what you have to do to live. You think I didn't get bullied? I know you don't think that I didn't, but still, you think I haven't ever been bullied in my life? You know how many times I've done cried and begged for somebody to help me and stop the whatever the fuck. You know how many happy times I had? None. No, not barely any. None. At all. None. Not a single one. You know why? But you know why I never had a happy moment? Because I never had anyone, I've never had anyone there to actually love and care for me. I've been literally through hell and back. Nobody believes me, but it's the truth. What you do realize, it doesn't hurt me at all. You do realize it doesn't hurt me at all. Not one bit, because I've grown so cold to emotions. Everyone is sensitive to emotion. There's not a normal human being that is not. Who doesn't cry easily? I mean, fuck, for Christ's sake, I cry easily. It just takes that certain trigger to make me cry. You do realize I cried whenever Dad shot GT in the head? I cried because it reminded me of one of my dogs that I used to have. That I sat there and watched get hit by a car at the age of 7. And I had to bury her before I went to school. And yes, it does fucking hurt. Because I miss that dog. Like, that was literally my fucking dog. And every day, there's not a single one that I go by without thinking about that dog. I've just grown so cold to emotions to where I know how to let it go. I mean, fuck, it's bringing tears to my eyes right now, but do you hear me crying? No. You know why? Because I don't care anymore. I've done lost any sense of caring, love, anything. Now who the fuck is sniping at me? I am never sensitive. I've basically grown to be like I've basically grown so much to where so much non-feeling to where I can legit kill somebody and not feel anything, no regret, no nothing about it. Like just look at them and like, huh, it's just another dead person. Exactly. But will I? No, because it's fucking retarded. It's 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 literally retarded to sit there and say, yeah, I blame my childhood for all my killings. No, you chose to kill because you didn't know what to do anymore. You've lost contact with yourself. But just because you lose contact with yourself, just as I did, no, it's never a disease. It's never, listen, bae. It's never a disease that creates a sociopath. Not feeling anything and finding enjoyment in one little thing to create what they really are. It's ultimately your decision whether you want to live or not. It's ultimately your decision whether you want to live or die. Whether you want to have a happy life or a fucked up life. Whether you want to die in jail or live with a wife, children, something you actually can say you care about and love. You know how hard it is for me to tell somebody I love them? I mean, fuck, sometimes it hurts me to say I love you, although I do, like, I genuinely have trouble. Because I've lost that trust, that emotion, the true feeling of love. Like, what is love? Love can be classified in billions of different words. But there's always only one true reason. One true definition. One true meaning behind anything. None of them is right. Whatever you choose to make love, anything you decide love is what it is. No matter if somebody tells you no, this is wrong, it's like this. No, you feel love is you beating the shit out of somebody every fucking day. That's love to you. If you if you find love is sitting there trying to make that one person that you actually feel it for affectionate towards you and understand like what you've been through, yes, that's what love is. If you find love is sitting there and having conversation with just one person that means the most to you, that's love. No matter what you find love is, it's what love is defined as. Love has no limits. Love has no definition. You can give love a definition, you can look it up in the dictionary and everything. But love is whatever you create it to be. Like, nobody understands that. Like, how hard is it for someone to understand that love is just a word? That some horny Greek bastard created to show that he's has these strange feelings in his stomach or wherever the fuck he feels them, man, for this one person that he genuinely, like, legit feels it for. Like, I mean, I can sit there and say I love you 20 million times in 1 second. Just because I say it repetitively doesn't mean anything. Let me, I can say I love you and look at you, slap the shit out you in your face in front of all your friends, be like, I love you. Just cause I say I love you, truly doesn't mean shit. I can say I love you and still disrespect you. I can say I love you and actually prove it to you. There's millions and millions and millions and literally fucking millions of different ways to prove, to show, to define to someone that you love them. It's never been understood. It's never been defined. It's never, ever, ever been broken for generations upon generations upon generations. Love has always been the same through fucking literally I'm not just saying fucking generations of generations of generations of generations just to hear myself talk. I mean literally generations upon generations. Like, it has never been defined. Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear shit you just said because I was in the middle of a fight. I was trying not to die. It's always both. It's never been one. It's never, never. No, not a lot. All of it. All of it. And just so you know, I'm broadcasting on YouTube, and they can't hear you, but they can hear me. So, which I don't give a fuck. Hopefully, one little bloody ass bastard decides to watch my video and like, where the fuck is this dude speaking this from? Like, I legit understand everything he's saying. Like, I've been there. I've lived that. And I mean, I'm fucking 18. And you could be 36. And I could probably still sit there and help you through whatever you've lived through. That's whatever your fucking hellhole. No, it's not for our age. It's for what we've been through. Yeah. Yeah. Bitch, if I die, we both died together, motherfucker. And that's understandable. It is trust me, it is completely understandable. Bitch, get out that fucking helicopter. Exactly. Don't take me serious. I'm just using this. Don't take me serious. I'm just using this for a scenario. If I was to break up with you right now, what would you do? Exactly. And no, listen, exactly. Tell me why. You say that one more time? You never fail or fall for somebody. It's the fact that that person makes you feel something. You feel alive. You feel loved. You feel cared for. You never feel anything for somebody. It's what that person allows you to feel. I can't make you feel anything. I mean, I can sit there and call you a piece of shit, and you feel terrible. Exactly. And that's what I wanted to do. But I can't make you feel anything. It's up to you. It's up to you on what you want to feel. If I call you a piece of shit and you don't give a fuck about me, then yeah, you're not gonna feel shit. You're just gonna be like, yeah, well, I didn't love him anyway, fuck him. It's always on you. The choice, the decision, the words you choose is always put in your hands. Not mine, not God's. No offense. I'm not being religious or anything, but it's never put in my hands, God's hands, your hands. It's well, no, it's put in your hands. Nobody else's. God, no offense, I do believe in him, but sometimes I'm not being hypocritical or nothing, but sometimes God can be a bitch. And I'm being truthful. Sometimes God can be a bitch. Like, he can sit there and put you through some shit that you don't deserve to go through, right or wrong. Trials and tribulations. Hello. Okay, whenever I said that about God, what did you feel? Like, as soon as I said, no offense, no, not being religious or anything, what did you feel? Just be honest, what did you feel? You felt like betrayal, you felt betrayal, right? But you felt betrayal in it as well. Right or wrong? So, ultimately, I can't make you feel anything. It's what you decide to feel. I can tell you I love you, I can tell you I hate you. I can tell you you're the worst person that has ever lived. Just because I say something doesn't mean it has to be that. You know? Shit. Fuck, you fucking bitch. Anyway, I love you. No matter how much I say I love you, doesn't mean I love you. I love you can mean I hate you. I love you can mean go fuck yourself. I love you can mean anything that person wants it to be. I can tell you I love you, and deep down inside, I know I'm really saying fuck you. Like, I can legitimately, I'm not saying I am, which I really do love you. I actually, for the first time since fucking forever, feel something. Like, but I can say I love you. He can say he loves you. She can say he loves you. God can say he loves you. And really to be telling you that he doesn't give a fuck about you. Which everyone knows God does. And but listen to this. God hates as well. Did you know that? No, not just mad, but God also hates. You know why? You do know who Satan originally was, right? Who was Satan originally? No, not one. I want every detail. I know. I used to preach in a fucking church choir. I used to sing, not in church choir. I used to preach in a fucking church. I used to be a fucking, basically a junior preacher. I used to sing in a church choir. You know what made me give up on all that? Sabrina. I've lost everything due to her. And you know who I have to thank for that? For what I've become? Do you? Sabrina. You know why? Because altogether, if it wouldn't have been for her putting me through that, I would have never knew what the fuck this is. And yet today, yes, I do still have trust issues with God, yes. And I'm hoping to actually get to the point where I can actually say I'm a full-fledged Christian. And yet no one is ever a full-fledged Christian, Baptist, Jewish, apostolic, anything. You are never completely committed to God. No matter how much you want to say you are not. I don't care if you're like the most popular, I don't give a fuck if you're the biggest, most common priest in the world. Just because you're a priest doesn't mean you have hate. Doesn't mean you don't have hate for God. You hate every fucking one. You legitimately hate everyone. Why? Because everyone reminds you of yourself. Why? Because God created it like that. One, God wants you to see yourself and everything that He's created. God wants you to see Him reflecting through those humans, through whatever that is that you say you love. God wants you to see yourself as well as His self reflecting through that. Just because God, let's see, Mother Earth, fucking, you do realize how many gods there is? Like, have you ever sat down and actually did research and study on the different gods there are? Do you know why there are so many gods? Do you really know? Like, the real reason why there's so many fucking gods? No, it's never different cultures. I can tell you this and you're gonna fucking hate me. Why? Because it hurts, but it's the truth. There is never one God. And I'm not being religious, I'm not trying to make you hate me or anything. I'm being truthful. There's never one God. There was always multiple. God in the Bible, it says God was the Alpha and the Omega. But then again, Greek mythology, there's never been an Alpha nor an Omega. There's the sun goddess, the lightning, the weather, the storm. There's always a creation for something. But that creation is mostly a God. There is never one God. That's the thing. Nobody understands what or who God is, because there is never one God. There's so many different beliefs, so many different religions, that there is not just one. There's multiple. You do realize the curse that I have, I've created. How do you create a curse? By imagining something into existence so many times that it actually becomes there. You do realize what some of these gods are, right? You do know what most of these gods are. Do you? What are most of these gods? What are most of these gods? No, all these gods are all one thing. They are all created through one being. No matter how much you like it, no matter how much you want to not believe it, it's always been there. Okay, tell me this. God, what is God to you? God can be just a word, and yet God can be so powerful. How can God be powerful if there's more than one? Right? Now tell me this. No, I'm not trying to change your belief. I'm not trying to change your belief. I'm just telling you. Hold on. Stop right quick. You do realize what you just said, right? No, listen. What did you just say? You grew up. I was baptized Christian. Does it mean I have to be a Christian? No. There's people. Catholics are not Christians. Catholics and Christians have two different beliefs. Everyone is a Christian. Everyone is a Christian in everyone's mind. But why? God was a Jew. God was a Jew. Why is Jews not Christians if God was a Christian? Tell me that. Resurrected and crucified. I know. I've done research. You do realize I've done research on all this, right? Okay, listen to this. This is on Google, which this is actually documented. This is documented through so much research. Throughout recorded history, we can count anywhere from 8,000 to 12,000 gods who have been worshipped, but we can only count around 9 different types of gods based on theological characteristics that have been worshipped. Every modern god also fits into one of these types. Five of them are Hindu types. Okay, so Jesus was a Jew, right? What was Zeus? What was Aphrodite? What was Hades? What was Cupid? All these gods, but all these gods are based off of all these gods are based off of one religion, Hinduism. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them. And there's always 5 different categories. The one that creates life, one that takes away, one that creates weather, different things. So you do realize what they did to create God, right? All they did was take all the gods and put them all in one. All the gods over the generations in history and time and everything that these people took to create the gods that they have created. Do realize that all they did for Jesus was put them into one. It's never been just one God. You do know why I don't never speak on stuff like this? You wanna know why? Because you walk around and say God ain't real. I'm not saying he's not real. But think about it. Classified? Really and truly technically. There is no God. We ourselves are gods because we have created whatever God is. We have created demons, we have created angels, we have created gods, we have created this, we have created that. Humans, not animals, humans. Me, you, mama, dad, humans have created whatever a god is to be. There is never a true religion. A god is whatever you want him to be. You want God to be black? Well, Jesus Christ, God is fucking black. You want God to be a fucking unicorn taking a shit on a rainbow? That is God. If you want God to be your personal slave, God is your personal slave. Whatever you want a God to be is God. I don't care if you're the most Christianic person in the world. You want God to be no offense, but if you want God to be your personal bitch, God is your personal bitch. You want God to be your sex slave, God is your sex slave. God is never one being. God is whatever you want him to be. He has always been like that. He has always been a creation. He has never truly been there. God is whatever the fuck you want him to be. So tell me why there's so many fights over religion. Just sit there and talk. Like, I can sit there and be like, yeah, God is my bitch. And somebody get mad. No, you can't get mad because your God can be a fucking elephant. Your God can be a statue. His God can be Buddha. Her God can be fucking Jesus. My God can be fucking Deadpool. Like, whatever the fuck you want your God to be is your fucking God. You choose whatever he is. Which, really and truly, I really didn't want to have this conversation with you. But I mean, what the fuck? There's no point in trying to hide it anymore. You know how I am. And I'm not gonna sit there and try to lie to you whenever I sit there and actually fucking genuinely love you. Like, there's no point in trying to sit there and make you believe, yeah, I believe in God. No, there is no fucking God. God, you are God, bitch. I'm not calling you a bitch like, direct, but you are fucking God. If you want God to be a piece of dog shit laying on the side of the road for 3 years, God is a piece of dog shit that's been laying on the side of the road for 3 years. Like, you know what I'm trying to say though? Like, I'm not trying to be religious or anything. You can't be religious. How can you be religious whenever you've created this shit? You wanna know how? Greeks, Romans, mythology. All that has created gods. But tell me this, do you love me? Do you love God? What makes me different from God? Tell me that. I want to know. What makes me different from God? Can you answer that? No. No, no, no. Think about it. Can you answer it? No. You want to know why? You want to know why you can't answer it? Because it's impossible. There never was a God. God is whatever the fuck you want him to be. Which, once again, I apologize. But I just started fucking... But answer this. Why do you stick to your Catholic beliefs? And don't give me that don't tell me that you was born a Catholic and this and that. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear why. Hey, listen to what you just said though. You believe in some of the no, listen, you just said you believe in some of the Catholic rules or religions, but you don't believe in all of them. Why do you not believe in some of them? What's the most famous Catholic prayer? Tell me that. No. Hail Mary. Hail Mary is the most famous Catholic prayer. The Our Father. The Our Father is the Baptist prayer. But why? Why? Hold on. Why? Why does the Catholic practice the same prayer as the Baptist? Two different religions, two different completely different beliefs, believe in the same God, different no, listen, two different beliefs. They believe in the same God, completely different rules and regulations, completely different resurrections, crucifixions, this and that. But why do they share the same prayer and belief? Why? Because there never was, never will be. It's always what you want it to be. And you need to go to bed. Hey Siri, call bae, and call wifey. Wifey. I know you didn't hang up. But why is that? But why? What was the point of a friendship if there is no faith? Well, that's the thing. But listen though, that's the thing. But listen to me. Why is there so many different beliefs? Just as I asked earlier. Same point I'm trying to prove. But why? Why? Why would you not argue about it? You have you have your beliefs, right? But what's the point of having different beliefs if there's only one? Listen to me though. What's the point of having different beliefs if there's only one? Tell me that. Why? What's the point? But that's the thing, there is never only one. And I try so hard to make people understand, but nobody fucking listens. I know you do because you understand me. I mean, you're my fucking girlfriend. You have to understand because if you don't understand me, there's no point in being together. No offense. Lord, I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. I love you too. No, but do you know that song? Lord, I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. But why? Why beg? Why beg whenever there's no point? There's no point in begging or believing in one thing specifically. If that's the case, you might as well say, I don't believe in love, because there is no such thing. But then again, there is. Why is there such thing as a love? Tell me that. Why? Like, I don't know why. Just tell me why. I want to know. Tell me why. You want to know why? Because someone felt the necessary tendency to show others that they actually care or understand what they've been through or know and can express how it feels to know, like, yeah, you've been through this, well, I've been through this too. Like, it's called empathy and sympathy. You have to be able to sit there and understand the biggest thing of them all, understanding. I don't care if you know this person. You can know this person just if it's just it's the bottom of your butthole. You can understand this person as if you never met them. But just because you've never met somebody doesn't mean you don't understand them. Like, really and truly, I don't know who the fuck you is. Like, you know, like, that's how we started off. I don't know who the fuck you are. I'm just like, fuck it. I want to try and get to know somebody different that I never met before. And what happened whenever I decided to get to meet somebody that I never met before? I find something that I haven't felt in fucking decades. Huh, what is that, you may ask? It's something called love. Why do I feel love for you? I don't fucking know. So, okay, so let me ask you this. Who's number one? You do realize your parents never understand you. They just no, listen. Your parents never understand you. They just know what you've been through. Ooh, piñata. But why? Why? Why do you do that? Why? Why do you choose to do that? Exactly. Nobody knows. Nobody knows this. Nobody knows that. Oh, I don't know you. Do you know me? No, I don't know. What is this? What is that? I don't know. Why does nobody know? Because nobody takes the time. Nobody takes the time to get to understand and feel how each other feel. Why do they do that? Oh, maybe because they tried and then given up. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because they can't find what it is. Maybe it's because they don't understand. Maybe it's just because they don't care. I mean, I've been there. I didn't care. And sometimes to this day, I still don't care. But why? Why do I sometimes not care? Because there is no caring. It's either you do something or you don't. Lord, I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. But why? Why would you not want to be misunderstood if you have no reason to be misunderstood? You see, I can sit there and... I can sit here and talk to you all night, repetitively, over and over and over and over again. But it's not my choice whether you understand or listen. It's ultimately your choice. I can't sit there and be like, yeah, you're gonna listen to what the fuck I gotta say and you're gonna understand. No. Either you understand or you don't. Yay, she's like, I get to try out my golden pump. Bitch, sit down. Thank you for Midas's drum, I guess. Oh fuck, my helicopter too far out. I love you, babe. And once again, I'm sorry. I said once again, I am sorry. Because I'm sitting here talking to you about some shit that you probably don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Or you know what I'm saying, you just don't want to hear it. Lord, I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait, what'd you say, babe? Wait, say that again? But why? Why do you miss me whenever you don't? No, just shut up. No. It's too complex. I'm legitimately sitting here and I'm practically asking questions that not even a fucking millionaire would know. Yeah, I just did the most retarded shit ever. I jumped out the helicopter and killed myself. Nigga, I'm dead. What'd you say, babe? Wait, I can't hear you. But answer me this. Why? Why do I understand you so much? You can see me because I got a bright ass, big bright ass fucking TV. Ah, motherfucker. I love you. I said I love you. You just sit there and ask me some questions and make you like, what the fuck? exactly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can be fucking 1 minute. Well, you can be 3 seconds old. You're old. As long as you are alive, you are old. Okay. Whenever somebody asks you your age, what's the first thing they ask you? Whenever somebody asks you your age, what's the first thing they ask? Huh? No, they ask. They. Hey, what did you just say? How old are you? So, how old are you implies that you are old. You see a newborn baby. Oh, how old is he? You just asked how old is the baby, so the baby is old. It's new whenever it just comes out. Listen, as soon as it comes out the womb, it's new. But the split second it comes out, it's old. Whenever it first comes, it's new. It's news. It's something that is brand new. But the second you give birth, that baby is old. It's old news. Nobody cares. Right or wrong. No, not technically. It is. That's the thing. You don't